Talking about money and problems, I don't wanna hear that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. Money and problems, I don't wanna hear that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. We could do better, evident. I mean, look at the evidence. All of these arguments lacking intelligence.
Bronze. You know they got bronze this year. Storms. Gone this year. Man, I eat rice and stew, man. But I'm strong this year. Big like John this year. Ball like LeBron this year.
Thank all my supporters and thank all my followers and all my subscribers. Next year, I'm gonna try to be the first legend. You know, we're gonna keep grinding.
And with
Hey, Kevin.
great stuff as always, GA, thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Murray out there with Junior, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Gordon in at the power forwards position. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Harrison. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now is De'Aaron Fox with the ball. Russell Westbrook is probably just...
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind them either.
But he's more speed and power.
Yeah.
But in talk about...
But
I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
In two seconds.
And it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and in 2 seconds.
Oh!
Man. Wow. Not known for his flamboyance. Leonard this time was the highlight reel stuff.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside, George. Top of the key. They get the rebound. And that one is good from Zubats.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Junior with it. Hardaway picks him up. Hardaway with the steal. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Not too long ago, we saw a number of NBA players, balk at joining the U.S. national team. Kenny is someone who has played in the colors of red, white, and blue representing this country. Why are players lining up to represent the U.S.?
Well, I think it's also a combination of the teams. The investment that they have in their personal players individually is from a contractual standpoint. They're scared of the risk. So it's not just the player's decision. I'm sure that there are teams that are calling their players and say, we'd rather you not play.
And we've seen big-time injuries in that regard.
And the other thing is, too, our guys now, back when we played, you only did international competition once. Right now, some of these guys have done it for 5, 6, 7 times.
Yes.
And you factor in their long runs in the postseason, man. That's a lot of wear and tear on the body.
A lot of basketball.
One of the most productive finishers in the NBA. Paul George can beat you with power or finesse.
Floats it up for Junior. And the turnover again by Denver.
I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Both teams deciding to change it up. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three?
Game-deciding three. Steph Curry's number one. Klay Thompson's number two. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard? Dame
Ooh,
Lillard.
I'm sorry. Dame Lillard, number three. And then Trae.
Say, what? So
Steph, Klay,
Lillard.
Game-winning three, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there. Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi says, hey, Kevin
wild.
and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card.
That's a wild card. I mean, hey, he hit a three to get to the final.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. It's George on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. George has got 6.
A gifted offensive player. Got to get George shots any way you can.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what?
The game nowadays is more open, more freedom of movement. Kenny, do you like where the game seems to be headed?
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. And if I was a player, I would like it. Because of my style of play, I can imagine a lot of players in my era wouldn't like it. But a lot more fun to watch, a lot of flow to the game.
The thing I like about it is you have to be more skilled in the game today. Because you can't just grab and hold and beat people up today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like your Knicks teams.
Yeah, exactly. We would have struggled today. We would have struggled.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Murray. He's out there with Junior. Jokic is out there with Kawhi Leonard. It's Najee in at the 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Suns, was superb. He had 19 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And we heard about market size mattering less to players these days, guys. But we see summers where all the big free agents go to Los Angeles or New York. So, Kenny, which is it?
Well, there's two aspects of it. There's endorsements and then there's quality of life. In the small markets, you know, catching fire on the marketing front is sometimes much more difficult, but there could be a better quality of life. In a big city, you could be marketed, and then all of a sudden you start losing, and then the quality of life goes down.
Yeah, and the reality is the fact that when we played, there was only a couple games a week on national television. Now every game that every NBA team plays is on national television. The impact of social media, they're just, you can be a superstar in a small market today. Doesn't matter. Look at Giannis. You look at Grant and OKC, Westbrook. You can be as big a star in any market in today's game.
Outside Hardaway. Zubac trying to break loose. Hardaway, no good. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Suns. And it's Junior missing. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll
tell
fellow PG. We got to let him in.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet. As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he can share it with us.
That one falls.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
Murray outside. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic passes to Junior. And again, Denver no good. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Oturu, the pass to George.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
To the right side. Junior, the pass to Porter. Jokic kicks to Porter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Hardaway is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Harrison in at the 1. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Gordon finds Leonard. Here's Junior. To the middle. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
The Clippers in the lead.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got...
And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Jokic, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Now, here's Kennard. Started closer. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. DeRozan passes to Junior. He dishes it to Morris. Passes it to DeRozan for the lead. Got a piece of it. Here's Nader. 5 points in the game. There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And that one's good, Junior.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Harrison. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Sharch, and it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Porter trying to free himself up. He gets that one. DeRozan's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. Kennard with the ball. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Will it go? Misses off the left iron.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Gordon out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Junior. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Hardaway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Denver leading by 4. Murray kicks to Junior. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Zubac is checked in for Sharch. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Fires for 3. It's good from long range.
Right there, I think you got to try and run George off his spot. I mean, he's a lights-out long-distance shooter and has great confidence.
Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Paul George. Denver calls timeout. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Murray kicks to Leonard. To the paint. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Pass to Zubac. Dishes it to George. Shot from free throw range. Again, Los Angeles.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
To the inside. Junior. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Junior's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now George. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound by Murray.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front, but they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
George up top. Second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
And it's Gordon missing. Clippers trail by 3. to tie it up. And George is good for 3. George has got 25 points.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Junior the pass to Murray. Stolen by George. Down low. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Clippers lead by 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically, there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Harrison's checked in for the Clippers. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Here's George. Out to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unflappable under pressure. You see why they give it to Hardaway Jr., because he knows how to rise to the occasion.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Inside, Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. That's now 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Outside, George. And it's good off the back rim and in. George has got 27.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Junior the pass to Gordon. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And George kicks to Hardaway. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. On the stripe. It counts.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 3. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Gordon. Count it.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but driving as a passer, too.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
In the corner, it's Junior. Harrison with the rebound. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
It's Porter outside. That shot off the mark. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Talking about money and problems, I don't wanna hear that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could
And shout out to Ronnie 2K, even though he can be a little, a little crazy. I want to shout out my boy Forensic Files, AI Player, Rome Pill.
The drama will unfold at Moda Center here in Portland, Oregon. The Nugget. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of Hey Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Murray, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Junior in at the two-guard spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Maxi Kleber is out there with Nurkic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Lillard, the best of Finney Smith. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly, and we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed, and we see so much impatience, and it causes problems.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
McCullough has a beautiful floating J. Has a good sense of when to go for it.
Back to Murray. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that. Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Finney Smith passes to Lillard with the shot. No good off the back of the rim. It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Nurkic. And that one's good, Junior.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Collum passes to Nurkic. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded close.
A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You can't leave empty points at the line. Those are gimmies, no excuses.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. To halt the run. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's DeRozan. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 9. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. To the middle, here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Pass to Collins. Here's Simons. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Passes to Moss. From the arc. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morris outside. The feet to Junior. And no good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And the pass to McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Junior. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
9 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Left side Collins fades away, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And at the end of one, both teams putting up. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the end.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, we've got Antetokounmpo, also Collins out there, and it's McCollum in at the 2 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Clippers, delivered quite a performance. He had 15 points, and he was in a groove all game long, from both the free throw line and behind the arc. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. He can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully he doesn't overthink it. He just needs to go out there and play his game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Damian Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Nobody near Lillard. No good on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 7. To the left side wing. Here's Junior, and it's off from 3-point range.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
It's good.
And Lillard times these throws perfectly. He rises up with these, letting the ball roll off his fingertips.
Outside DeRozan. Floats it up for Junior. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Collins. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one.
post game so far through the first 2 quarters as we read. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Junior. And it's Murray in at the point. Lillard from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 7.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Lillard against Murray. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And that one's good, Junior.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Lillard with it. He's got 7. McCollum right side. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
Kleba kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Lillard. They get it back. McCollum. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
He plays with so much heart. McCollum, I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. McCollum outside. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Here's McCollum, and it's sent back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 at the line. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Here's Junior. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Junior dishes to DeRozan, and they pick up 2. DeRozan's got his second basket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? Because contact doesn't bother him.
Here's Hayes. Again, the Nuggets score.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
It's a long game. It's a long game. But listen, we don't have a chance if we don't rebound and defend.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Trailblazers trail by 6. We've got C.J. McCollum. Collins is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Simons. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Out to the wing, and a wide open look for Junior. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
To the inside. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
The kick out to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Junior. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 22.
He has got to do something to take away his 3-point shots. He's been knocking them down all night.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Passes it to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. McCollum outside. Down low. Here's Nurkic. The pass to Finney-Smith. No good with the triple. Denver leading by 5. Step back shot, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Jokic with the steal. They break it out, 5 on 3, and Junior throws it down.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnover.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
An even 3-on-3 break. The 19-foot shot, and Junior with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got assist number 8 now on the night. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
McCollum outside. High post shot. The offensive rebound.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
Now, here's Junior. Not a lot of room. And Jokic throws it down.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Denver.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Denver also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Will Barton in for Leonard. Free throw good, Murray.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Here's Thompson. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Here's Junior. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And the first one drops. Morris is checked in for Murray. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Covered by Morris.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Here's Junior. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Knocked away. And stolen by Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it this week.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Talking about money and problems, I don't wanna hear that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. Money and problems, I don't wanna hear that. What the you thought would happen if you were part of the pulpit? You thought that you could subtract all your sadness when all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation not part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. We could do better, evident. I mean, look at the evidence. All of these arguments lacking intelligence. In the room.